something inherent in us.
This feels very normal for me, to put on armor.
I tend to be very personable outside of armor, but when the switch flips, I become another person.
Nothing's going through my mind except for my opponent. It's beautiful.
I have always felt I was born in the wrong century, so this feels normal to me. It's exhilarating and a little terrifying, because there's always a possibility that things may not go the way you want. This is what we live for.
Armored Combat League is for adults putting on 60 to 90 pounds of armor, and they're fighting full speed, full contact. It's like MMA, but with real steel weapons. What we're doing is real combat.
When people haven't seen it, they're like, oh, so you're LARPing? I'm like, no.
We fight as hard as we can. We try to put them down fast.
We're hitting each other with real weapons, not fake ones. This is a 10-pound axe. Come on over here, put on some armor. I'll show you how much we're reenacting.
Our A-level fighters can turn that switch off, and you will see them commit violence, run up as fast as they can behind somebody and take a two-handed axe to the back of somebody's head.
We fight to submission or knockdown, and we use a wide variety of different weapons.
We got our sword and buckler, the longsword, pole arm, sword and shield.
My personal weapon of choice is a mace. It's usually for scrambling your eggs inside your helmet.
The cool thing is the medieval armaments are just so expansive that just about anyone can find the weapon that they would work best with. And every fight with every weapons form, it just feels so different that it's never the same experience twice if you don't want it to be. There's a whole bunch of different fighting styles. Duels, which is the most precise, and then you go to melee, and it's you and who you brought versus who they brought.
Every single tournament we have, somebody's going to get bloodied up. It just happens. It's the nature of the sport.
Broken arms, legs, hips.
Forearms or their hands, their collarbones. Oh, and ribs. People break ribs all the time.
I am absolutely willing to accept that I will cause my opponent pain, and I might get some pain in return. Hit my nose, broke it, split it about an inch wide, right here.
Not fight! When the adrenaline's running and you don't always notice things and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I caught one on the thumb there.
Things are always being softened, and I don't want to live that way. I wanted this to be something that people could test their worth.
What we're doing is real combat.